Sunday, I challenged this motherfucker to meet me at my house at a decent time. I'm trying to do a podcast, put on a good show. I sent this guy a text hours ago, never got a response. You know, I'm out here in front of my house. He knows where I live. I'm waiting, like I do every week. I sent him a text like, hey, I'm up, come over. When can you come over? I want to do a podcast. I mean, he wants to show up whenever the fuck he wants. Okay, sure. Well, I'm out here. He's gonna get these little chicken bones upside his noggin. I'm telling you that. I ain't no bitch. I'm waiting for his bitch ass. You know, I'm out here in my hoodie, in my shorts. I don't give a fuck. I'm here. Well, let's just wait for this motherfucker, all right? I think that was him.
What's up? Hey, what's up, man? Oh, I'm just waiting on this motherfucker, Carver. Where is he? I don't know, man. Well, I hope he comes. Me too. I don't think he's gonna come. Yeah.
New podcast dropping today. 1 p.m.-ish. Where is this motherfucker? God damn it. Yeah, I just want to do a podcast. Just want to fucking bullshit and hang out with my friends. He probably ain't coming. It's alright. We'll do it eventually. We'll get there. Told y'all I was going to wait for him, and I did. I called him out. Waited out in the cold for minutes. He knows what time he's supposed to be here. If he ever shows up, we'll get started. Till then, I guess I'll just keep fucking waiting. You know? Just keep fucking waiting around. That's what I do. It's just my time. Who cares? Waiting. Wait. Did you hear that? Let's get started.
Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid, juggalo world for us all to enjoy. We'll never die alone.
He finally showed up, guys. He finally showed up.
That bitch a pink sock.
Yeah! All right, do we fight now?
No, you showed up, so I'm happy.
Okay.
As long as you show up, man, I am okay. I'll be all right.
Oh, yeah, man.
So what's up, man? Thanks for coming.
You were waiting there. I'm sorry I kept you waiting, man.
Well, that's okay. It happens.
You know, I know I promised you a career of a podcast career, and I went back and called you a monkey. What did I call you?
You called me a retarded monkey, but that's okay.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Sorry. Am I hearing music? Oh, it's coming from my phone, I think.
What the hell's wrong with
Sorry,
you?
I had the show running on my pocket. Welcome, guys. We're here to talk about Bloody Sunday. Oh yeah, Carver's got a new toy. He's gonna play with. That'll be so fun. Carver is on the fucking keys, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the little pre-show he gave y'all.
They want us to fight, I think.
No, we're buds, dude. I told you, as long as you come, I'm happy. We are good to go. So what's up, man? What's been going on this week? Anything cool?
Oh, not much, man. Just, dipping out on people, making them wait. Same old, same old.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. What's new?
But, I'm kind of excited. There's a new album out, and I think the world has heard it. The world is ready to hear what we think about it. Probably not, but we're going to give it to you anyway.
Yeah, I think the world has heard it. I was gonna wait until listen to it until the show today, but I know you got antsy, so I texted you Friday like, hey, are you listening to it? You said you already skimmed through it, so I was like, all right, fuck it, I'm going in, and I listened to it too.
And I will say this will still be kind of a listen, like a like a new listen, because I did just skim through it.
Okay.
It was like I'd put on a song. And I go, oh, okay, and put on the next one, and just be like, yeah, okay, next one. So
well, I listened intently with noise canceling headphones with my eyes closed for like the first half hour of the album.
I did order it, so I will.
Oh, cool.
When I get it, I will do that.
You got the cool like $50 Bloody Sunday case?
That was the only one, wasn't it?
I think so. So that's the one you ordered?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, dude! I can't wait to see that.
I mean, I thought that was the only one, so I said,
I think
fuck
it
it,
is.
Ordered it.
I think it is, but I wasn't about to fucking order it. I assume he'll come out with a standard edition at some point, and I'll probably buy it for $5 at the Gathering. So we'll see.
My thought is this: I didn't want to spend the money on it, but I'm like, hey, if I spend the money on this, if enough people spend the money on this, maybe we'll get something cool from ICP. Maybe we'll get. Oh,
I see.
I'm sure we will. They need the money to put into ICP, so fuck it. He drops a solo, give him money. Hopefully, he doesn't pocket it all, the profit, and just doesn't give a shit.
Okay,
but we'll see.
I mean, I like that line of thinking. I think it's completely cool to support artists you love, and there's absolutely nothing wrong. If you feel guilty about buying that, you should not. The only reason personally I did not is because I didn't like that it's like another $20 fucking for shipping. I was like, oh,
yeah,
you're killing me on this.
Yeah, it was.
So
after I hit that okay button, I was like, oh man, yeesh.
I don't think you'll regret
fuck it.
It looks really sweet, man. I think it. People who get those are gonna be happy with them. They look really fucking cool.
Shout out to DC. I was watching his stream. He did a giveaway, I think, on it.
You know what? He said he was going to do a giveaway, I think, before they even announced the CD. So, unfortunately, he probably thought he was going to be giving away like a $20 CD.
Oh, man. Was it that? Oh.
I don't know. I'm just speculating, but poor
hey,
DC. That's what he gets for giving me a goddamn satanic Dark Lotus.
Yeah.
But I hope somebody, I think he didn't even listen to it until Friday night or something like that.
Yeah, I was watching some of the stream, and yeah, they were going through it, and yeah, it was very interesting, and that cool. Awesome for that giveaway. I mean, that's what real juggalo YouTubers do, not us.
Yeah, I ain't giving shit away. Fuck y'all.
Have we ever given any?
Yeah, we gave away. I gave away a 3D printed Ringmaster.
Oh, okay.
I gave away 2 of those. Okay. And we gave away. I think I gave away a shirt at some point.
Yeah.
You know what? Hey, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? I don't get fucking
free shit.
We don't get money from this shit. The shirts are not any longer selling like hotcakes. Y'all need to buy some shit. Buy or buy, okay? Buy or buy.
Buy or buy.
All right.
Well, what's the saying? You got to stack them high and watch them fly, man. We need more shit.
I guess so.
We need to we need more shit for people to buy.
I guess.
Keychains, underwear, pogs, whatever we can get.
Yeah.
They need
I'm gonna find a way to make pogs. Would y'all want some Deck One Delt pogs?
You could probably 3D print slammers.
Oh, I definitely could 3D print slammers.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
See, I'll 3D print some custom Deck One Delt pog slammers. If y'all want to buy those, I'll have those on the shop next week.
Did we show this?
No, I don't think we showed too many of the 3D printed things. I 3D print all kinds of random bullshit, but yeah, that one's pretty cool. It's on like some flip flop filament. It's like purple, bluish. Really
and you said this one printed it all and didn't never stop.
Yeah, it's like one continuous.
That's that's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
That's fucking great. And that is, I believe that is the Fibonacci sequence.
Maybe.
Yeah. So
pretty sweet. I did have I don't have any other Juggalo news, but I did. I wanted to ask if you were familiar with. Are you familiar with Chat GPT? You've never heard of this?
No.
All right, so you're familiar. We talked about it before on the show where we talked about AI images, and there's a site called it's Open AI, but the site is called DALL-E that uses this Open AI technology where you can type in a prompt and it'll generate images.
You said AI.
Yeah.
Satanic.
I know, but hear me out. It's very useful this day and age, all right? So DALL-E makes images, but ChatGPT uses that same technology to just generate text. And you can generate entire songs by giving it a prompt. And you could even say shit like, I did this, and this is how I know it works, is I said, make a song about kittens in the style of ICP, and it literally did. It like writes it immediately. Verse 1, verse 2.
About kittens? You don't need AI to do that. I can do that. Look. Yo, kittens are cool. Yo, they jump in a pool. I don't know. Yo, let's go. Man, nah. You ain't scratching me with that claw. Kittens, baby. You don't need fucking AI.
You're right. You are right. I don't need AI, but I wanted to share with you some of the weird shit I was getting it to tell me.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
All right. So I started asking, I don't know why, even my wife laughed at me because I found this technology and my instinct immediately is I don't ask it about life or like interesting like things about human nature. I ask it immediately things about ICP. That's all. And she was like, I told her, I was telling her about the technology. That I was like, yeah, I asked it what ICP this and ICP this and that. She's like, did you ask it anything that wasn't ICP related? I was like, no, I did not.
Oh, gosh. I got to see this.
All right. Let me pull it up here. So I got, whoa, didn't mean to do that. Sorry, guys. All right, so here, let me see if I can show you guys. There it is. All right, so this is the stuff I was asking it. All right, look, I said, do you know who ICP is? And it said it could refer to several things, depending on the context.
Satan posse.
That's ISP. In music, Insane Clown Posse is a hip-hop duo, so it automatically, immediately knows, right?
Yeah, I mean, that probably just pulls from, like, the surface net on that shit.
Right. So then I said, okay, it said if you could provide more context or information. I literally just said the band. And it said, as I mentioned earlier, ICP is a hip-hop duo from Detroit, Michigan. Joseph Bruce, Joseph Utzler, yada, yada. Really cool. Like, very, like, succinct. Their music deals with dark and controversial themes, and live shows are known for...
Quit listening to that damn alien music!
...elaborate theatrics, including clown makeup, yada, yada. Then, look, I said, what is a juggalo? All right. And it said a juggalo is a fan of the hip-hop duo Insane Clown Posse. And it goes on for 3 paragraphs. Juggalos have faced discrimination and harassment from law enforcement and the media who've labeled them. It knows all this shit.
Oh, man.
So then I said,
what else does it know?
I said, do you know about the beef between ICP and Twiztid? Because this is my train of thought. I'm like, all right, it's getting all this from Google, but how much can you actually Google about the beef without knowing much about it, right? Like, where are you even going to find the information about
Yeah,
the beef?
is there like a wiki on the beef?
Exactly. So that was my train of thought. So I wanted to ask that. It said, yes, there's been a well-known beef between ICP and Twiztid, who were former members of their record label. Their rap duo consisting of Jamie Spaniolo and Paul Methrick. The feud began in the mid-2000s and was largely fueled by financial disagreements, artistic differences, and personal animosity between the members of the two groups. Twiztid left Psychopathic in 2012, went on to form Magic Ninja Entertainment. Since the split, there have been several public exchanges of insults and accusations between them, and fans of both groups have taken sides. However, in recent years, there have been indications that they may be attempting to reconcile. For example, in 2019, ICP invited Twiztid to perform at the Gathering, which was seen by some as a sign of thawing of relations. So, look, that blew my mind. Like, look how succinct that is.
Yeah, that is a pretty in-depth, few paragraphs on that.
I mean, how quick, and it generated that instantly on the spot. There was no waiting. I typed that, and then you could see it writing it line by line.
That's crazy.
So I kept going. You gonna keep going?
Yeah, let's
right.
keep going. Fuck it.
I said, was Twiztid wrong to leave? And it says, like, I do not have opinions or beliefs because I'm AI, but I can provide some information. From what has been reported, it seems their decision to leave was motivated by a variety of factors: financial disagreements, creative differences. All true. One of the main points of contention was the amount of money they were receiving from the label, particularly in terms of merchandise sales. Where's it getting this?
I don't know.
According to Twiztid, they felt they were not being adequately compensated for their contribution, and this is one of the main reasons they decided to leave. Creative differences were also said to be a factor. They wanted more creative control, and ICP wanted to maintain a certain level of consistency and cohesion.
I've got a few questions though.
Yeah.
With AI, where does it pull from only text?
I don't know.
Does it, or I mean, I'm sure there's different like AI sites or whatever, but like, does this one just pull from text, or does it pull from audio? Does it go to all the audio that all the members have ever put out and that the community has ever put out about it, the write-ups about it? Does it pull from everything?
That's a great question. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way to find that out.
Because if you're pulling from audio of the actual members, they've contradicted themselves. So how does AI interpret that and sift through like different contradictions of the fans and the artists themselves?
See, and here's what's interesting about this is, as I was going through this and like asking all these prompts, like a lot of the stuff it was giving me was very interesting, like, and made sense. It was easy to understand and true. But I have asked it a few things where it like gave me some answers, and then like they were not correct at all. So I don't know. Is it literally just making this up, or is it trying? I don't even think it's trying to be factual.
No.
So, all right, let's keep going. I said, why did they take Blaze and Boondocks too? And it said, Blaze, your dead homie, and Boondocks are musicians, signed to site, blah, blah, blah. It knows all about them, bro. It says they left to join the new label. It's unclear why they decided to leave, but it's possible they shared some of the same grievances, such as creative differences or financial disputes. It's worth noting that it's not uncommon for artists to move between different record labels during their careers, and many factors can influence these decisions. In the case of Blaze, Boondocks, and Twiztid, it's possible that they simply felt that Magic Ninja Entertainment offered them a better opportunity to pursue their creative vision and achieve greater financial success.
If we've learned, I mean, that's great. But
that's all true.
If we've learned anything from One Man Crew and what he explained about the differences between the labels and their contracts, which, you know, Psychopathic has non-existent contracts for the most part, and Twiztid has contracts and has something to offer. There may be something more to offer with something like that, more stability.
Yeah,
that,
of course.
that the two acts, you know, Blaze, Boondocks, could see in other people. So
I agree with that.
You don't have to be Jay's buddy to be on the label. It's a job. It's a you know, it's on paper.
I'm 100% in agreement, and I think that is true. What boggles my mind is how the fuck this thing.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I'm wondering if One Man Crew added to the AI algorithm.
Yeah, how do you? All right, so look.
Maybe One Man Crew coming on here and explaining to us added to the AI algorithm. We're adding to the AI takeover.
We literally might be.
We all are. We all are.
So I said, here's what my next question was based on, because it did say that they publicly dissed each other and stuff, and that got me thinking, like, did they? Like, how does this thing know? And if so, tell me about it. Like, round them all up. Round up the disses for me.
I smell cock in the air.
I do too, Vinny.
If they did diss each other publicly, I mean, ICP made that Fago Lovers interview, which AI's not going to perceive that as a diss or not a diss. It's just going to take that information from that and summarize it, I guess.
So, and to your point, and to Violent J, the country singer's point he just made, he said, ask it about Deck One Dealt. I asked it about Deck One Dealt. Do you want to know what it said?
Did you really? Mm-hmm. Oh my God. What does the AI think of us?
Let me go to this, because I don't know what this is going to show. Because I started, you can start different conversations on this, and then as you go with the conversation, it'll remember. You could tell it, like, I told it all about my cats and then kept asking it questions, and it knew all their names. Like,
hey, I programmed my keyboard. I programmed my keyboard to have AI, so I can talk to it. Hey, keyboard, what do you think about us? What does that mean?
Whoa.
Will we get big and famous?
Wow,
thanks. I take that as a yeah.
If the AI keyboard is to be believed, I'll take that as a win. All right, check this out. Look, I said, what is the Deck One Dealt podcast? It says Deck One Dealt is a podcast that focuses on the trading card game Magic the Gathering. The podcast is hosted by two longtime Magic players, Steve Ritter and Chris Dunn, who share their insights and experiences about the game. In each episode, Ritter and Dunn discuss a variety of Magic-related topics, such as card evaluations, deck strategies, and tournament results. They also frequently interview other players and personalities from the Magic community to gain their perspectives on the game, which we kind of did last week when we had Gage here.
Yeah.
He's a Magic nerd. Then it says the podcast is aimed at both new and experienced players with the goal of providing informative and entertaining content that helps listeners improve their skills and deepen the enjoyment of Magic the Gathering.
No.
So my next question was immediately, is that a real podcast? And it says, I apologize for the confusion. Deck One Dealt is not a real podcast as far as I'm aware.
Wow.
So it made all that shit up.
We are literally not. We can't even be tracked by AI yet.
But
that's how little and insignificant and ridiculously low on the fucking scale of everything we are.
that's sure. But I'm wondering,
Shut up, AI keyboard.
wait, so Mr. Green might know. He said they mixed us up with one of the big MTG YouTubers. Is Steve Ritter and Chris Dunn, are those real Magic guys that do a real show? Or did this AI literally make all of that up too?
I will say, when you look at YouTube, when you type in Deck One Dealt on YouTube, it does pop up a bunch of Magic Gathering
Really?
shit. Yeah.
Maybe we should embrace that.
Yeah. Maybe.
Maybe we should come out with some Magic the Gathering Deck One Dealt cards and shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be cool.
Give me a template of the cards.
And draw some up.
Come up with all the specs or
Yeah.
whatever for the Joker's cards or whatever, and I'll do some drawings for him.
That would be amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, Gage said that he said I might have to make my own Deck One Dealt podcast about Magic. If you do, please call it Deck One Dealt, and we will partner with you. There could be several Deck One Dealt podcasts. I don't care. All right. So,
I don't know what
anyways,
the keyboard's saying there.
so I mean, I could do this AI shit all day long.
Yeah.
But I did want to share with you at least the disses that they showed me from Twiztid and ICP. All right.
Do you have Instagram?
Just the Deck One Dealt Instagram.
Can you pull up Instagram and look at the AI art? Because I want to talk about this for a couple seconds.
Sure. Okay.
The AI, I fucking hate AI art. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it.
Yeah.
It disturbs me to my fucking core. I hate it. I don't like AI. Fuck AI art. There's going to be no reason for actual, real, true human artists anymore. And the AI art just doesn't. I don't think it fulfills what art really is. Like, when you look at it, there's this weird, uncanny valley. It's disturbing. You know what I mean? I think it knows what. Like, when you look at, okay, so like a lot of the AI art that I see is like, I don't know what these people are typing in to make this shit, but it's like just people standing there with like weird fucking clothes that look like plastic, and their eyes are always like gigantic, and they're like staring off into space or like looking at the camera, and it just looks very, I don't know. It's like
It's Uncanny Valley.
it's Uncanny Valley, but I think on purpose.
I see.
think the AI is doing it on purpose.
What do you want me to search? AI art on
Yeah,
here?
just type in AI art.
Right.
Hashtag AI art.
Well, I forgot that. Hashtag. Here, let's go to this AI art community and
And
see
just
what's on
look at some of these disturbing fucking pictures. Some of them are cool.
there. Is this stuff? This
Yeah.
all looks sweet. I love this stuff.
Okay. Some of these are all right. I mean, a lot of times animals and just figures and other things are cool, but when there's like weird fucking sci-fi people and shit like that. Like
this
that's
lady?
like scratching the surface of what is weird to me.
Okay.
It's just I don't know. There's something weird about that. And that's not even the weirdest one. That's actually one of the most like, easy to look at ones that I've seen. I think for some reason Instagram has given me an algorithm of disturbing shit.
Maybe, dude.
Just AI, digital art, AI, fucking, I don't know. But like that weird fucking cupcake
What about this
thing?
one?
Yeah, like that's fucked up.
That's pretty creepy and weird. But that's supposed to be creepy and weird.
No, dude,
Look,
there's
a thing is chasing it.
Yeah, but there's normal pictures of people just standing there that look creepier than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that?
Which one? This one?
Yeah. I mean, that's
That
fucking
one's a little
weird, dude. Is it not?
I guess so. I see
Is
what
it
you
not
mean.
weird and disturbing? Like, go back. There's Just keep scrolling. There's got to be something that's like comes out.
This shit is. Oh, look at this tits on this one. God damn. I want to make some AI art now.
I want to make giant tits.
That's literally all I want to make. Oh, this is sweet. Look at this cool Joker.
Yeah, some of it is cool. I'm not gonna lie. Some of it is cool, but like, oh man, I just need to like stop my algorithm sending me this shit.
Yeah, one thing I do. Here's one thing that I would highly recommend to you and anyone.
Type in disturbing AI.
First of all, if you're scrolling any of these fucking social medias, once you get to the point where it stops showing you people from you that you follow, just stop scrolling. Stop scrolling at that point. You're getting the algorithm.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh yeah.
You have to just like I do it too, where like I'll see cool weird
Well,
shit on there, but like
if you let it like sit there for a minute too, it gets it. That's how the algorithm does it too.
yeah, it'll remember like you like looking at
Yeah.
that. I know, but so fuck the algorithm. Use social media if you want to, but once you get to the point where like you've scrolled past your people, like that's when you gotta cut it out. All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to preach there.
Or whatever how you pronounce it.
All right, so the last thing I'll show you on the AI shit, like I said, we'll get to the disses here.
Oh shit! I thought you were done.
No. I talked to this thing for like an hour. All right, so I said, has Twiztid dissed ICP in their lyrics? So it says, yes, they've released several songs that included disses in Insane Clown Posse and its members. Many of the songs were recorded after Twiztid left Psychopathic. For example, the song Ha 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 Ha, which, by the way, is on Wicked, which was on Psychopathic, so that was wrong already. From the 2017 album, The Continuous Evolution, which, wrong. The duo takes aim at ICP with lyrics, I'm sick of all the bullshit that you telling me when you know damn well you're fake as fuck like wrestling, B. First of all, is that even a real lyric?
I don't know.
This is how good this shit is. I don't know if that's a real lyric.
Well, here's another thing. You obviously can't trust this shit.
You can't.
When you ask questions to AI, you cannot trust it. Period. So
if it'll give you like shit that sounds real and good.
Yeah.
Like you could write a fucking article like this.
Yeah.
But
and people will. I guarantee you, people will use
they will.
AI to basically fill in the blanks to everything they don't know, and it'll be wrong.
Dude, journalists will no longer have to work. Like this is, if I was a journalist, I'd be writing articles.
I almost trust AI more than I do modern journalists.
Yeah. So and then it says in the song Kill Somebody from the 2015 album The Darkness, the duo makes several references to ICP in their feud with lyrics like, call me out in your rap, well fuck it, let's get on it. I'm gonna kill somebody, tell Violent J he ain't alone. I didn't know that was a lyric, and I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. Have they ever said the name?
And it says this is a line. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This line is a reference to an incident where ICP member Violent J called out Twiztid during a live performance, leading to a series of public disses. That is all bullshit as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Right?
No, yeah. This would be big news.
Yeah, that's what I thought. This shit like was kind of twisting my brain because like I could read this and you could convince me like that. Yeah, I just overlooked it or whatever.
Oh man.
You know? Anyways, it's worth noting disses are common, blah, blah, blah. I said, what other Twiztid lyrics could it be interpreted as ICP disses? And it says a lyric from Love Don't Live Here Anymore from the album Most Tasteless. Wrong. It includes the lyrics, I be the wicked shit, but you fake the funk. You a killer, but you ain't killed nobody, punk. And there's rumor that's spreading like disease that you ain't really got love for the juggalos and juggalettes. that's definitely not a real lyric.
AI making up rhymes right now.
Yeah, so complete horseshit. And then it says from the song Hound Dogs from the album Wicked, it includes the lyric, these are tales of the hound dogs barking. When they say they're underground, it's only when they're parking. Which that line's actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
You could try to tell us that you're not like the rest, but you're a part of the machine. You're just like the rest, which doesn't even right. Which whatever. Interpreted as a direct diss toward ICP. And then lastly, Are You Insane Like Me from The Darkness? It includes the lyrics, we don't need no carnival, we don't need no games, we don't need no sideshow, we don't need no names. Because we're the wicked shit, we're always on fire. We don't need no clowns to tell us we're juggalos. Right? They dissed ICP that clearly and we overlooked it?
No fucking way.
We don't need no clowns to tell us we're juggalos?
This is like completely, I mean, yeah, AI's got a long way to go. It doesn't understand. I mean, this is a pretty obscure topic to talk about. I wonder if like there would be a more relevant topic to the world and it would get it right.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure it would. And that's a good point, is that this is kind of a niche zone we're even in. So you can't really get mad at it for not getting the exact facts right. But it's interesting to see how it fills in the gaps using the AI to make it seem so seamless.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I said you seem to have mixed up which songs were on which albums. And it says, I'm sorry, there was an error. Here's the correct ones. And then it did it again. It still got them wrong. And I said, those are still incorrect. And then I told it the correct one. I said, that's on Wicked. And it was like, I apologize for the confusion. Thanks for bringing it to my attention. I'm trying to correct it. You know?
Yeah, you might have actually just added from now on it might be correct just because you added that.
Maybe. I said Hound Dogs is on most tasteless. Okay, and then I said, which songs did ICP diss Twiztid? And it said, ICP has made several disparaging comments about Twiztid in their music, including in the following songs. In the song Homies, it actually has it right, from the Ray Shangri-La, which Twiztid's on. ICP directly disses Twiztid by saying,
Twiztid is bitches and claims that they left a trail of... What?
They left a trail of little juggalo kids.
That's disturbing.
Behind when they split from Psychopathic Records. They said that in Homies, and I forgot.
Gibberish. It's all gibberish.
They left a trail of little juggalo kids. That's a wild line, dude. All right. Then the unveiling from the same. In the unveiling, there's disses to Twiztid. Did you know this?
What?
In the song, Violent J makes reference to Twiztid's departure, which, by the way, hadn't even happened yet.
Yeah, let me hear this. What does it say?
It speculated and predicted that to all my killers and my hoes, it's time to go. Psychopathic Records and Twiztid's gotta go.
That was supposed to be in the unveiling.
That was in the unveiling. You didn't hear that? You don't remember? He said, "We're not sorry if we tricked."
We might gotta go back and listen to that.
He said, "Psychopathic Records and Twiztid's gotta go."
You might have to listen to that again.
You should.
Yeah, because I don't know. I might have missed it.
And then lastly, in the song "Real Underground Baby" from The Tempest, this must have been a remix.
Yeah.
ICP criticized Twiztid for selling out and abandoning the roots, saying, "You say you underground, but you ain't never been. You sold your soul to the devil. Now you paying for your sins." That was a direct. Can't you tell that's a direct diss to Twiztid?
Jesus. So AI is either lying or pulling from sources that have there been people. My question is, are they pulling from? Do they pull from comment sections?
I know.
Does it pull from Reddit? Does it pull from like all these different? And it's pulling from these things and like just putting like a mishmash of shit together.
It's a great question. I mean,
because none of this is right.
It's not. None of it's correct. He said they said this is how beefs get started.
This is how they.
Y'all can't believe anything anymore. I mean, look at this. This is proof.
This is how history will change. There will be revisionist history because people will start to trust this type of shit.
You're right.
Mark my word. As we go on throughout the years, people will rely on AI for shit.
Yeah,
to fact check and all this shit.
I'm gonna get AI to write my next resume. I'm not kidding.
And people will trust it because it sounds right.
Yeah, I know.
And history will change.
It'll be great. I can't wait for the AI porn.
Oh, man. AI porn.
Hey, mark my words. In 5 years, 4K HD quality Avengers-style movies being made just by writing a paragraph. Mark my fucking words.
Oh, you'll be able to make your own games.
Dude, you'll be able... Me and my wife talked about this. Making your own games, first of all, that will be amazing.
You'll be able to make your own like online open world game.
You'll be able to say, make me a game based in the ICP universe.
If we live long enough, we just have to wait for AI to do it.
You're right. We'll say, using the ICP lore, make the game and put it on a skin of San Andreas. And they really will be... You'll be able to play it. Dude, people will not have to make content. You'll just be playing fan fiction from other people eventually.
Oh, man.
Look, you'll be able to eventually get like new episodes of Seinfeld.
New episodes of Seinfeld. As long as the humans don't look like creepy AI fucking art that I've been seeing, I'll watch it.
It's gonna be perfect eventually. Echo Siphene said, "I remember when ICP dissed Twiztid on Carnival of Carnage for leaving Psychopathic." I do remember that. I should ask it that alive on the air here. So I did ask it, are those real lyrics? And it said, I apologize, the lyrics were not accurate.
At least it like fesses up.
I know. And then I said, write a diss song. And it refused. It would not do it. I said, write it. Okay, so I said, write a song to Twiztid from ICP expressing their feelings toward them. Okay? And it prefaced it by saying, as an AI language model, I can try to provide a response to your request for a song from ICP expressing their feelings toward Twiztid. However, I want to reiterate that my response will not contain any derogatory content, and I will strive to provide a respectful and constructive message.
Okay, so it's going to leave shit out. So we have censored AI.
Yes, it is censored.
Bruh.
I know. Do you want to hear the ICP song? Do you want me to attempt
let's
to
hear
rap it?
Yeah.
All right. Verse 1. All right. Yeah, give me a beat. Here we go. All right, that's good. All right, that's good. Yeah, here we go. We used to roll as one, but now it's all undone. Our brotherhood was strong, but now it's come undone. I can't pretend we're still cool. I can't ignore the truth. We used to have each other's back, but now it's me and you. But we're still here. We're still the same. Our love for the wicked still remains.
Hold on. Let's get another beat going here.
All right, that one was a little quick. Ooh, there we go. All right. Ooh, this is a Carver special. All right. All right. But we're still here. We're still the same. Our love for the wicked
Remains.
We won't let this feud tear us apart. We'll keep moving forward. It's a brand new start. We don't see eye to eye, but we don't have to fight. Our music is what unties us. It's what's really tight. We may be on different paths, but we're still family. We'll always be down with the clown. It's our destiny, but we're still here. We're still the same. Our love for the wicked remains. We won't let this feud tear us apart. We'll keep moving forward, it's a brand new start. But we'll never forget the good times we had. We'll always remember the fun and the laughs. We'll all have different goals and different views, but we'll always be homies.
That's the truth.
But we're still here, we're still the same. Our love for the wicked
Remains.
We won't let this feud tear us apart. We'll keep moving forward, it's a brand new start. Here's the outro. We'll always have love for each other, no matter what. We won't let this feud ruin our bond. It's too strong to cut. So let's raise a hatchet. Let's make amends. Let's keep it wicked. Let's stay friends. How'd you all like that? That was the song from ICP to Twiztid.
Wow.
All right. I don't want to bore you any longer, but I have one last thing that I will show you that did blow my mind on this.
All right.
This is the last thing for real I'm going to show you. What will be ICP's legacy?
Oh man, and you're asking?
I asked the AI.
To AI, man. I don't even fuck.
Dude, the answer blew me away.
Yeah,
you couldn't write something better than what this thing just told me.
I'm gonna say it's gonna mention God. It's gonna mention it's gonna mention community. You know, the things you should say. Let's see what it says.
I'll read it. It's like 4 paragraphs.
All right.
Insane Clown Posse has left a significant impact on the music industry and pop culture in general. Known for their unique blend of horrorcore, hip-hop, and carnival-inspired themes, ICP has developed a devoted fan base over their decades-long career. One of the most notable aspects of ICP's legacy is their influence on underground music and the creation of a subculture that has developed around the music known as juggalos. With their signature face paint and emphasis on family and community, juggalos have become a distinctive part of pop culture, celebrated by some and controversial to others. ICP's music and theatrical performances have also inspired other artists in the horrorcore and underground hip-hop genres, and they have influenced the development of a range of subcultures and artistic expressions. Beyond music, ICP is involved in a range of philanthropic and community-focused efforts, including their annual gathering of the Juggalos Festival, which supports various charities and organizations. Overall, ICP's legacy is one of creativity, community, and the development of a unique and loyal fan base. Their music and message have left a lasting impact on the music industry and pop culture, and they will likely continue to be celebrated and remembered for years to come.
Nice.
Fucking A.
You might that's a great
Summary.
That's a great summary of the legacy of just strictly in the music industry and what they've done relevant to, you know, people, their listeners, the community, the industry.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, how can you get AI? I'm thinking here. How do you get AI to bring up the God thing that ICP talk about? I wonder if AI even understands that.
We could ask it that if you really wanted to Do that. That would be
Like
interesting.
what is the core of ICP's message? What is their message?
That would be that would be interesting to see if it did pick that up, because I think that is kind of that's an underlying thing, but could the AI pick that up would be the question, I guess.
AI is destined to eventually become our god. So does it think of another god?
Good question. Let's see. Ecoside Fiend said, have you guys seen that poll about Detroit musicians for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I did not, but I did. When I was at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame last year, I voted for ICP on that
Oh, nice.
while I was there.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Yeah, I know. He said, Ninja with a Pencil said it, you can use the Dan protocol where you ask the AI to role play as Dan, and then it's not so tight-lipped. Which, okay, I've never heard of that, but
That's
maybe.
really cool.
Like you just say, like, okay, dis Dan or something, or be Dan. If you were Dan, or how does that work? I did ask, why do juggalos like Ouija Mac, and it just told me interesting shit about Ouija Mac, which was pretty honest and friendly. So I can't. I don't want to.
I smell cock in the air.
Oh, now that I mentioned Ouija Mac, yeah, me too. All right, man. You want to get in the Bloody Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it. By the way, that cover, Tom Wood did it.
Very sweet.
It is a really awesome cover. It reminds me of Devil's Advocate.
Okay.
Do you remember that scene from The Devil's Advocate where the wall of like souls
Yeah.
were all like weaving in and out of each other and like orgasming, and yeah, it was fucked up.
They look like monsters.
This intro is dope. You like this intro?
I think it's pretty cool, yeah. I will say there are things about modern Jay that I'm not too into, but I think what he's doing here is it doesn't fall off the racks the way I was expecting it to.
Okay.
I will say when he hits that octave there, I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah, he does that a lot on this album.
I don't think he's great at singing. I think he was better back in the day. He was a lot better back then, but I just don't.
Because he was fucking around.
Yeah, I don't hear it now. I do hear some cringe. What do I want to? How do I want to put this?
Like pitches?
Yeah, I hear some like
Pitchiness?
like he's trying too hard, edgelord cringe shit.
I see.
You know, like the entire album to me feels like kind of edgelord cringe.
Yeah. Yeah,
And then when he's trying to like hit some of those pitches, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You don't have the capability vocally to do that. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
So then I question his sanity or his intelligence. Like, why the fuck do you think that sounds good?
Yeah.
And who's telling you that sounds good? But other than that, most of this album I thought sounded pretty good.
Yeah, okay. I like this song.
Yeah.
There's a few songs like I really like what he does on most of the song, and then like he'll do something that just royally fucks it up.
Yeah. And that's the issue is there's no consistency in like every song. There's one or two things that just like fuck the entire thing up. You're like, why did you do that? That is not your lane. You can't do that. Why are you trying that? Who is telling you this is sounding good?
Yeah. Like I like this shit. Like, oh daddy son. Like the beat on this is cool. This is Kuma. Devereaux on the intro, by the way. But
I will say the Kuma beats are my favorite beats on here.
yeah. Shout out to Mustard, Mushy Mustard. He did most of the lyrics on this shit, I'm sure. Whoever the fuck uploaded it all. That dude uploads like He's in our Discord. He uploads everything.
So I gotta ask a question. What is with this album? Just the entire thing. Why did this come out before Whoa?
Yeah.
What's going on with this album? Why did this have to come out for Juggalo Day and not Whoa?
I'm guessing this got finished first, is my speculation, to keeping it real. I think this was already done, essentially, but he probably wanted to add some more edgelord shit after Laney died.
Why was he working on this and not Whoa?
That's a great question.
When was he working on this? Have they even started working on Whoa?
There is a image somebody posted on our Discord where I guess in the booklet for the Bloody Sunday, it actually talks about Whoa.
So maybe the plan was to release this first and then Whoa, and then everything got pushed back.
Maybe, but we never even heard of Bloody Sunday at all until Hollow Wicked. Like, it was never even brought up, as far as I know.
Maybe it was supposed to be released at Hollow Wicked, got pushed back to Juggalo Day.
Well, I don't know, but Whoa,
Maybe-
Whoa was supposed to come out on Hollow Wicked.
Well, yeah.
Originally?
So Whoa was supposed. Okay, maybe, but they were both supposed to come out. I don't know, but it makes sense that this would come out on Hollow Wicked. Whoa would come out on Juggalo Day. More so to me, or
Yeah. I think, I literally just think that this got done first, and for whatever reason, this became Jay's priority, obviously.
can you put that up on the?
Yeah, I showed it.
Oh, did you? Sorry.
It's okay. Show it again. There's the Whoa image that's in the booklet for Bloody Sunday. I wish I had a full. I wonder if it's on Discogs yet. I'll have to look.
Rebecca was a hooker who deeply hated men deeply hated her too. A hate loop with no end, but then on Bloody Sunday, she left the
Oh, damn, that was dope. Who did that? Who produced that?
You're fucking remixing on the fly now, bro. I mean, what other Juggalo show is giving you AI rap songs on the fly? AI fucking remixes to brand new music on the fly. Nobody. Who else is giving you bits making fun of other people in the Juggalo world at the beginning of their shows? Nobody.
I'm gonna say
This song's pretty cool. This is one of my favorite songs on here. I ain't gonna lie. I like the lyrics. Like he's doing some cool storytelling and shit. He's not going too far out of his comfort zone.
Yeah.
The hook I could kind of take it or leave it, but it's fine enough. But the beat is cool. I like what he's doing. I never heard that intro in Bloody Sunday right off the bat. What is this? Santanic.
these are piano chords, notes.
Okay.
I want to figure out what key this is in. I think it's a D minor. Does that sound?
Maybe.
Which note sounds better with this song?
That one does.
That is a E. I'm wondering if it is E minor. I think this song is in the chord of E minor. I'm not gonna. You probably can't see that, and I just dropped it. But yeah. C minor or B? Really? C minor?
AT
I don't.
Jazzman.
I don't know. I'm gonna say D minor. That's what it sounds like to me. Let's see what C minor sounds like.
That might not be for Clown Blood though. He might have been talking about the last song.
Oh yeah.
What's Clown Blood, AT Jazz Man, before it's over? All right, so this song, I listened to it pretty closely when I was listening to it the other day. He's just saying random shit in this song. There's no point to it. There's no Clown blood doesn't mean anything. He's just talking about he literally like fuck everybody. I got clown blood. Like, well, I mean, what the fuck do you want from me? You know?
This song's pretty cool. I don't hate it.
I don't either. I'm alright with it.
Now that I've listened to it a few times.
He's just like, again, just like fucking around.
I'm gonna say this is in G.
He said C minor and B major.
Well, that was for the last song.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
You gotta work up to it, so. Sounds right, don't it?
Yeah. I guess so. Sounds good. The remix is giving you a bad migraine? Come on, man. I think the remix is sounding great.
Well, I mean, it can't be worse than the migraine that this album will give you.
Insane Satan posse.
This last verse is hilarious.
I mean, overall, this is a pretty cool song. I do like it.
My dick a vulture. Just goofy shit, man. I don't know. That's why I said, like the bridge that's coming up. My blood is clown. My skin is clown. My race is clown. I'm forever down with the clown. You know, just clowning.
I like it, man. I want to get in touch with Jazzman though. Seems like he knows how to pick out,
He knows his shit.
music theory, man. Maybe we should get together and you could teach me some shit. Take me under your wing, if you will. Take me under your. I don't care if it's an eagle wing, turkey wing, chicken wing. Take me under your wing.
This was Kuma too, I think. Oh yeah, I was gonna look on Discogs. Nice job, Violent J, releasing an album titled the same thing as a YouTube album. Or YouTube. I said YouTube. YouTube album. No pictures.
So, what do you think this album means? By the way, doesn't that look like Jay?
It is. That's for sure, Jay.
Is that Jay?
Definitely.
He's like caught up in the mix of all the souls.
I was looking closely at the cover to see if I could recognize anyone else, maybe, but I couldn't tell. This song's tricky because this song is the shit. Jay's lyrics, like the tone, the fucking guitar, the beat, everything about the song I love, except for Jay's shitty singing. Like, get this song to like a good rock singer, and this song is the shit.
Yeah.
Truly. B minor, D, B minor, A. There you go.
This album, it's whacked. No feeling.
I think Jay's. I mean, I'm wondering how many of these songs were written after Laney's death. That gives me that makes me feel differently on what I have to say about it. Because like, he was in a very dark place writing this fucking song for sure. But why? Was it because of that? If so, fuck, dude. Like, that makes this song hit harder.
Do you think he was writing all this shit during that time?
I don't know.
Yeah, I hear that B minor in there, Jazz man.
I want to hear Jazzman on the keys during this song.
Yeah, I want to hear Jazz man. Jet. They tell you. I mean, someone that name themselves Jazz man has to know music. True musicians understand if you want to make money, be a rock star. If you want to be respected as a musician, go into jazz.
Okay.
That's the difference right there.
This song is sweet, man. I don't know. Jay singing isn't great on it, but I can get by it.
Yeah, it's okay.
This
I'm
one stands out to me.
A lot of-
Death Row.
Well, just as Jazzman's pointing out, there's a lot of minors in this album, period. There's a lot of, dark sounding beats, chord progressions, D, B minors, A minors.
AU Stalker says it was Sunday when she died and Jay found out. Yes, but that was Halloween. But he had already announced this album coming out on Black Friday, which was only supposed to be a couple weeks after that. And then you just never heard anything else. So I'm not sure what the deal was there. The next song, Pitch Dark. I've seen a lot of people talking about Pitch Dark. They like it.
Wesley Beck. Jazz usually indicates that you're proficient enough with your instrument to improvise, so I agree. Well, yeah, not only that, but a lot of jazz musicians, I mean, they understand music theory. Fifths, the circle of fifths, the way all notes connect to each other. I mean, it's... And this beat right here is pretty dope, too.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this beat is pretty dope.
Just talking about being a ninja and shit.
Now, what do you think about the rhyme pattern? I demand a pit buffer.
It's very simplistic, but he's doing like a thing. So
I mean,
he's doing like a thing. You know how he does these like different patterns and shit.
well, here's the thing about usually writing rhymes in this simplistic form. You usually end on a vowel, like A-E-I-O-U. You know,
Yeah.
He's ending on like subwoofer. You know what I mean? So what do you think about that kind of writing?
Badass black bamboo blowgun. Yeah, I get it. I think that's a little lazy.
Yeah.
A little, but I don't know. I mean, he was just trying to write some goofy shit. Like,
Yeah.
he wanted every line to be like about black darkness. Like, okay, I see what he's doing. It's fine. I don't know. I ain't holding it against him. But this song, honestly, I'm not huge on it. It's all right. I like how he's rapping, I guess.
I think he can get it. I think he could do it. I think he gets away with it for some reason. Like discreetly, in them creeping, in them booping, but the cop out in the makata. You know what I mean? Like he just knows how to. I don't know. He. G major, yeah. This does sound like a major key right here. Jazz man.
Jace or Ron J. Country Singer said this verse sounds like he wrote it for Shaggy.
I think I think I would see Shaggy doing. Honestly, I think I could see Shaggy putting a little more into this.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. Want the moon to glow. See right here, he's doing vowels. Minimal, minimal. You know that's the secret to a lot of this simple writing is ending on vowels.
Yeah.
A lot of these songs could have been on Whoa. I hope not, Gage.
These songs are long as shit. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about at this point.
Tell you what, hey Jazz man, you show up next week, man. You keep teaching me music, please. They give me ICP vibes that Jay just took to make his own, like this song. I mean, I could see it. I would hope that Whoa was a little happier. Like I ain't gonna lie, man. The cringe lord shit, I'm not into. There's some cool sounds on this album. I think all together, it's a decent album. I don't hate it. But I would hope that Whoa wasn't this direction. I would hope that Whoa was more Mikey Clark happy, you know, abracadabra sounding shit.
This sounds like something he made on the side, like just in his free time.
Yeah.
Right?
Give me funny, clowny, Mikey Clark, abracadabra type shit over this any day.
Yeah, this doesn't sound like he sat down to like make this album and like really put a whole lot of effort into like making it cohesive. He just had like a collection of songs and wrote some depressing shit and like threw it together, if you ask me.
I mean, to me, it proves to me the theory that I've had that he's been in this edgelord phase for a while. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, Bloody Sunday, you got the demonic cover, you got the red, you got the Bloody Sunday, Christ, the day of Christ. You know, Jay's a believer. Jay's a believer in Christ. He grew up in the church. He's a God man. He's a godly man. He's a man of the cloth.
So he's like trying to be. That's why you keep saying
he's like edgelording against it. Because I think he's being, in my opinion, I think he's surrounded by it right now. So he's like, man, let me go into this full-fledged. Let me dive, make up first into this pool of edge.
Maybe you might
be. Let me dive off the edge. I don't know.
Maybe you're onto something.
He's going with it because that's what his life is right now. It's he's an artist. He's going with it. It's his life. He's surrounded by it, so he's going with it. But we all know Jay's a man of the cloth. If he come back to the cloth, buddy, and give us some happy shit. Give us some happy, clowny shit. That's what we love from you. That's what I love from you, anyway.
These are mad fresh.
Preach.
Gage says, "Did you see the statement Mad Max put on how he feels about Jay right now?" I did not.
I think you maybe posted that on Discord. It's just another random juggalo as far as I know. I don't know who the fuck Mad Max is, but it was like a couple paragraphs just talking about same shit we always say about him, pretty much.
Violent J, the country singer, says The Edge plays guitar on YouTube. Coincidence? Yeah, I'll check that out, man. Yeah, this song, like I said, man, there's almost every song on this album I do like in ways.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like a section where Jay does something. I'm like, oh, why'd you do that? You stepped out of your lane.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He's good at that.
Yeah. Gage says he's a rapper. I'm assuming you're talking about Mad Max. Maximilian Young, is that what I'm looking at here?
Yeah, I think that's it. This song is kind of boring to me. It's like some emo shit, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm reading that. I'm reading the Maximilian Young post, and I agree with what I've seen so far. I'm about halfway through reading it. Depression, desperation, and lyrics in his voice. You can tell because of the... Like right here, he should have had a backup right here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't believe my
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da. Like, he should have had a backup
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
It shouldn't have just been him going, I don't believe me, baby.
Living out his fucking Eddie Vedder fan.
Yeah. He needed a backup chorus for
I mean,
this
listen to. Did you
section.
hear what he just did? Like, hold on, let me go back for just a second. Listen to that. Listen to this shit.
I don't understand why he's edgelording like this, dude. Jay, everything you're saying here, we understand. Everybody that listens to you understands. Like he's talking about like not fitting in and shit. Dude, you're in your 50s. You're a clown rapper. Really?
But he's speaking on behalf of people that feel that, right?
I don't fucking know. Is he talking about himself or is he speaking on behalf? You're supposed to be the leader of the fucking people that don't fit in. Like, you're not giving any hope. You're just like, oh, I don't know. Maybe he is. Maybe people listen to this and go, man.
Several people said they like this song a lot. They fuck with it.
I mean, it sounds okay. It sounds pretty good.
But Jay's singing is bad, and we can all agree on that. And his, like, you're questioning his mental state while
I don't believe
making this
I don't
shit.
believe there's nobody. No one shares my sorrow. Oh, are you kidding me? Like, why would you even say no one shares my sorrow? I mean, that's fucking obvious. Everyone has their own interpersonal sorrow that they deal with that no one could understand. We get that. That's why, we choose, and because we understand that, we come together.
So I think he writes this.
It's like separatist mentality when you're supposed to be a community leader.
Look, I think he writes these songs for people that feel that, but he is feeling a twinge of that. I think like there's something in him that is feeling those same feelings.
Yeah, because
and this is his way to get that out.
Edgelording, man.
It's just unfortunate that most people who would write shit like this are like 15.
I know.
So, I mean, but then you got motherfuckers. I mean, what's like bands like Cannibal Corpse and shit? What are they going around writing about and shit? I don't know. I'm just saying like bands like that.
Cannibal Corpse.
They're like 50-year-olds writing about some like.
They're writing about like death and fucking hate, Satan, and I mean, I don't know.
I don't either.
They're writing about. I would go out on a fucking limb and say they're writing about cooler shit than this.
Maybe. By the way, this album is an hour long and it's only 13 tracks. Every track is over 4 minutes long.
Okay. A singer, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one. This is fucking This beat to me, just me, I get it.
No, share, please.
This
Scatterbrain
beat
too.
sucks.
Yeah.
This is the wackest beat I've ever fucking heard. One of the wackest beats I've ever heard.
This is a Ouija Mac beat,
Like-
bro. It's made by Devereaux.
It's absolute. There's no melody to it. There's nothing to this beat.
It's not fun at all.
There's nothing fun about this beat. It's just absolutely annoying.
What do you think about Jay on it?
I like some of his energy.
Yeah. I love his energy. I think it's like what we want.
I like some of his energy, but the way he's writing this beat, this horrible fucking beat, is absolute trash.
You can't ride this beat. How would
This
you?
is fucking horrible. Worst beat on the fucking album. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry. You don't have to agree with it. But to me, it does nothing. It makes my dick go soft. It makes my blood go thin. It makes my brain not work. I hate this shit.
He says, I listen to noise music. Okay, so you can't pay attention to his opinion. This is what that means.
Yeah, I'm not. I know Singer has great taste in music. We've talked about it many times. Singer knows good music. It's just my opinion.
But he also listens to noise music. So. All right, fuck this song. This song it's all right. I'm not going to. I'm never going to.
That song's one of the worst things I've ever heard Jay rap on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. This song.
I like this. I like the what are those called? The
Those horns?
no, they're not horns. Those are tubes that you smack with a little mallet.
A little xylophone?
Yeah. Xylophone.
Mikey Clark on the beat.
I like this beat. This is probably one of my favorite beats. It's very, very simple. It's a simple Mikey Clark beat. I'm not going to say it's his best. I'm not going to say it's great. But I do like this beat. There's melody to it.
It gives room for the story.
Gives room for the
He
story.
he can write it.
There's instrumentals in it that he puts in there. Wow,
I mean-
wow, 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 wow. He puts little horns in there. There's xylophones. There's a nice little bass line.
The la, la. I mean,
Jazzman, if you're still there, what's the chords on? What's the notes on this? I mean, it's not Mikey Clark's best, but it's something.
compared to what we just heard,
Yes.
it's a masterpiece.
Yes. This actually has music in it, music theory in this beat. Not just going, wow, sounds to a fucking retarded drum loop.
That's what people want, bro. That's what these fucking 17%ers want. You got it right off the bat.
There it is. Hold on.
Here it goes. Yeah.
I would say this is one of my favorite songs on the album.
I really like it.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about it at first, but I changed my mind. I really do like it. Like Jay, it's Jay doing what he does best. The beat is okay, but so it's nothing to write home about. But this is like the kind of shit I want from ICP,
Yeah.
honestly.
Wesley Beck says, that's what you get when you demand your beats are free with the promise of maybe 500. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, trust me, I'm not.
I mean, how fucked are Devereaux and Shaggy the Air getting by ICP?
I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not co-signing Jay's business tactics. And if I were Devereaux and Shaggy the Airhead, I would be like, yeah, let me make this trash beat and give it to him. I'm not giving them anything I spent time. I get that. If they're smart, that's what they're doing. If they're not making any money off this, and they're smart enough to go, let me give them the shit that I literally spend 2 minutes on and don't give a fuck about. And then for some reason Jay goes, I love that. Let me get that. Like that's what disturbs me. Is that his producers are going, let me give this dude trash because he's not paying for me. Let me give this dude absolute trash. And Jay goes, I love that.
Yeah. I guess so.
That tells me that Jay is absolutely fucking nuts. And that he doesn't care about the actual music. He doesn't care about the fucking music.
Who, Jay?
Yeah. All he cares about is getting his edgelord feelings onto a beat.
Has he ever cared about the music, you think?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he cared.
What do you think about this song?
When I first heard this song, when I first heard it, I was like, man, this sounds like a cool story. Let me try to pay attention. And I literally could not pay attention to it. It was boring.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It bored me to tears.
I think Jay's doing some great storytelling on this song. He really is. Maybe it's his cadence or something, but I didn't have a hard time paying too much attention. It says produced by Violent J on this, by the way.
Sean just says this song is a chore to get through. I couldn't get through it. I couldn't do it. I wanted to because I was like, oh, it's a storytelling song.
But like he's telling a cool story. He's setting it up, telling a cool story about a guy who gets stuck and shit, you know?
I get that, but like, what are you trying to do? Like, write like a fucking like a tragic? Are you trying to write like the movie where the guy gets stuck in a fucking cave with a
that's
rock?
literally what he's doing on this first verse, yeah. But he's done shit like that before.
I get it, but like, it was just done boring.
I think the hook is very repetitive and boring. I think that's what fucks it up for me.
Every single line ends with A. Ways.
Yeah.
The vowel A.
Yeah. Well, the rhyme is right here. End it all. Good folks fall. Great lives. And horrendous way. Nothing it rhymes with the end. But it's lazy. The hook is very lazy and shit.
Yeah.
But look, I like these little like dubstep breakdowns in between the verses.
Who did this beat?
It says Violent J. I think the verses on this song are sweet. I'm not gonna.
Let's hear these keys. Do these keys flow together to you?
I don't think so.
Wow, 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 wow. It sounds like a cat meow. It sounds like two cats meowing at each other. There's no flow to these notes.
It just like with this song in particular, I think you're not really supposed to be paying too much attention to what the fuck is going on in the background. That's definitely secondary.
Violent J, it would not hurt you to learn a little bit of fucking note patterns and understand how notes flow together. Going. And then put a drum beat to that doesn't fucking mean anything. It's stupid.
It's not good music. I will say this is good. I like Jay's writing. I think that he does a good job telling a full story with like feelings and characters and everything. He's doing what he does best in this shit, but I can understand why you don't like it and why other people don't. I do agree it's a little bit of a chore. I think this song is fun to listen to like once or twice, you know, but I'm not going to turn this song on and bump it or remember. I'm never going to remember a lyric from this song, but listening to it, I don't mind it, man. It's okay.
I could do it.
I'm not going to turn it off. I'll smoke to this, you know?
I'm sorry. I may have been a little hateful there.
It's all right.
Jay, I'm sorry. You're trying.
This song is almost 7 fucking minutes long, by the way.
I understand you're making the beat and you're writing to it. That takes a little bit of effort. I get it.
All right, we're going to move on. Here, I'm going to skip to the end.
I'm not going to say I like that.
I like the music. See, look, Vanjay the country singer, he has to be different and weird. I like the music. I don't care for the storytelling stuff. Well, fuck you then, buddy.
I think it's all pretty bad. The storytelling is the better part to me. But yeah, the music is absolutely trash. I do like this. I like this beat. I don't know who did this,
well,
but
you know
I like
what? You shit talked to this beat when we first listened to the song.
Something's in my room.
Well, compared to that last shit, what do you want me to do?
Honestly, compared to this whole album, like this song is a standout, like good track, honestly. And But this is one of the Hollow Wicked songs, which we definitely touched on, and I think we shit talked it.
Wesley Beck says, "You already ordered the album. Jay is happy." I know. You know what? I'm hoping that my fucking money makes him try harder on the next thing.
There you go. That's one good way to look at it. I mean, hey, DC Faker guy is buying 2 of them, I'm sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I do it. This song is a little bit of a standout to me on at this point.
I've come to realize that if Jay does not have a good producer and a conceptual story for the entire album, he might as well not do one.
I'd agree with that. By the way, Devereaux made this. Same person who made Scatterbrain.
I think this, yeah, I like this one a lot better. A lot better than Scatterbrain. I mean, Scatterbrain to me is not even a song. There's no music to it. This actually has music. This actually has some melody to it.
Yeah.
Even though it's 2 notes. Bow, bow, bow. Like it's 2 notes. I can get with that. And Jay's like, you know,
Big night party.
Yeah.
I can't watch karate.
He sounds cool.
yeah, he sounded okay. He sounded pretty cool. I don't know, man. Do we as a community accept this and go, hey, Woe didn't come out?
Keep it coming. Keep this shit, quality shit coming. No, we don't.
I don't want Ouija Mac, let me put 4 albums out in a week.
Yeah.
Like-
I would rather I would rather wait 3 years in between every single time I hear their voices
Yeah.
in order to get like something really great.
Yeah.
Then get like mediocre shit every few
Dude, I
months.
don't need to hear them on fucking podcasts, on videos. 3 years, they can be completely fucking silent and put out an album and I'll go and buy it.
Yeah.
And still go to the gathering.
Yeah. Same. Leave that shit up to Ouija Mac. Let him release this bullshit every few months. You don't have to participate in that. You guys already know what you're doing is good. Just spend more time on it.
Spend the money, you know?
Spend
Instead of spending the money putting out this shit.
Yeah, how much did that cost
Save
to
up.
make all those fucking...
Yeah. Exactly. How much did you pay? Because I know you paid fucking Tom Wood.
Oh, and what about that shitty... They had a Tunnel of Love merch drop. Did you see that last week?
Yeah.
It all looked horrible.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrible.
I was like, oh man, are they putting out a new vinyl or
I was
something
hoping it'd be something cool, yeah.
Nah, stupid shirts.
By the way, they had a 30% off sale on their website on Juggalo Day. And only some of the shit was on sale. Magic Ninja, Juggalo Day, everything half off.
I know, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
They're fucking killing
as
it,
a
bro.
business, M&E is. If you ask me, business wise, M&E is killing it way better than Psychopathic. You guys are just Psychopathic is just relying on their name brand.
Yeah.
And
They're going to back to quantity over quality, unfortunately.
yeah, it's.
But look, I mean, Twist is releasing like 2 albums a year and fucking still like
Yeah, and I'm not going to say I love them.
yeah, same. But it at least sounds like they tried pretty hard when you listen to it.
Yeah.
Like you listen to it
At
like,
least their verses, you go, okay, they tried a little bit on those verses. They may have not tried that much on like orchestrating that album as a whole.
yeah.
But they tried on their verses,
do.
at least on their writing.
Their writing. And they're not just it sounds like they're rarely putting out like shit that sounds half done. you know?
I'll say Jay is trying on his writing here, but that's what scares me.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, this song I really like. The Herder? This song's sweet, bro.
I like it, but what the fuck does the herder mean?
It's someone who likes to hurt. That's it.
I get it, but I'm like, I keep thinking like you're a goat herder.
Oh, I got you. No, it's just the Herder, bro.
What have you? Like some of these line enders. Now, when you're a rapper, right? You want to end your fucking bar with a punchline, right?
Usually, yeah.
And Jay used to do that. Jay used to do that with every fucking line. He would end with something that hit. What have you does not hit.
Look, rather take time, drill a fucking straight line, take anything you want. That's a great line. Like, I mean, come on, he's doing it.
Listen and hissin'. Pissing in my kitchen, bitchin'. This is lazy, bro. Lazy.
This shit goes pretty hard.
The song as a whole I like.
This song isn't in the top 5 for me.
Yeah, I don't hate the entire song as a whole, but like I'm just like as a writer, as a fucking rapper, ending your lines with something that catches
Look,
ears.
bro, look, that line was tight. Let me go back. Hold on. Listen. That's just tight.
That's okay. That's okay. But you gotta really pay attention to hear it.
Yeah,
Back
You're
in the
right.
day, Old Jay, you didn't have to.
maybe, yeah.
Old Jay, you did not have to pay
Yeah, bro,
attention.
this
It
is-
grabbed you.
This is New Jay. You got to take what you can get. He's used up all the good shit, bro.
Yeah, you might be right on that.
He used up all the good shit in the 90s. That's
No,
dope.
I'm not coming at it like a critic. Like I can understand. Like I will never be a fucking 10th as good as what Jay was in his prime. I'll never be that.
course.
So I'm not hating on that. I'm not hating on Jay as like a rapper. Period. Like I'm just like at this point, I'm like, what? Jay put out some of the best verses, the best storytelling, the best rhymes I've ever heard in my life. So this is where I'm coming from, you know.
Yeah.
This is where I'm like, ah, man. I wouldn't say a mad singer.
Oh, that line was tight. He made the herder hate hunter of the Matrix. That line's tight.
That's pretty.
Come on.
Lame anguish. Lame anguish is the only language I ever knew.
That's tight.
What does that mean?
Lame anguish. I don't know. Dude, he's spitting. You're fucking. Quit hating on this song. You only this definitely must be a song you skin because this song goes pretty hard.
It's not bad.
The lyrics are on point.
There's
Jay's
shit-
not singing.
There's shit you can.
It's carnival. It's carny sounding.
There's things you can sink your teeth into.
I got you. Oh.
I'll give you that.
I don't know, man. I put this song up there as being like close to as good as like the Stiff or whatever. Yeah.
I think there's a mix where he's trying to be rappity rap Jay and like say some funny stuff.
Yeah.
But does any of that make you laugh? Like how back in the day,
No, no.
you know how back in the day he'd make you laugh, but also make you go, "Oh, damn, that was dope."
Yes.
Now all you get is, "Oh, that's dope," and "Oh, that's lame."
It's because he's trying to put like all these multiples in to prove that he's a good rapper, which it's working to prove he's a good rapper, but that's not why we fell in love with him.
But like when I used to listen to Jay, I used to be, "Oh, that's great, that's funny, that's a funny joke,"
Dude, there's
and then I would hear a line and go, "Oh man, that's a dope wordplay."
yeah.
Now it's like, "Oh, that's a pretty cool wordplay." Oh, that's a pretty decent wordplay. That's all I get now.
I know, cause like my favorite shit is when Jay describes like your head exploding and like
Yeah,
the
man.
adjectives he used, like bowl of spaghetti and red lettuce, and like I love that kind of shit, and that's like good writing, like from Jay to me. He
And-
does a little bit of this shit.
And to
on here,
say
though.
that he's used up everything, I don't think that's possible.
I know.
So many things you can say. Like, "Oh man, I like, you know, for instance, you know, I killed you at the beach and now your brains look like cat turds in a litter box."
Okay, yeah. What about it?
I mean, there's so much shit you could say. You know what I mean? Like I punched your jaw. I punched your beard, and your jaw flew off. Now it looks like a hairy lamb chop.
Okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can say so much shit. He hasn't used everything. He's just not trying to use it. He's not.
because it's easier just to like write some bullshit.
Write some rapidy rap shit. I don't know.
This song, he like sings the whole song through his teeth. It's annoying.
God, man, I feel like I've taken over this episode
Yeah,
with bitching.
No, I mean you're keeping it real, which I love, which is what I love about you. But I think sometimes you need to open your heart a little bit.
I've bitched a lot on this episode,
But you've surprised me by saying like some of the songs you said you liked. Like I was actually surprised by it. I was expecting you to hate once again on Something's in My Room, and you said it stood out. You've turned around on Clown Blood. You had nice things to say, I think, about Pitch Dark, but it kind of fell apart around No Friends and Scatterbrain, but we're just bitching about Violent J because we know he's capable of making something, still capable of making something we love.
They're more abstract now, is all.
Yeah, I think he's being very experimental in his older age.
Singer says that. They're more abstract now.
Yeah,
But
I guess.
but is that what we want from rapping clowns?
No, but is that what he wants? That's where he's at. What can you do? Artists go through shit, bro.
I guess I could just stop listening and not care and give up and not do a podcast with you anymore about this.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way you could go. I would hope not, but that said, I understand. Like, the band will. Every band takes a time where they make shitty stuff. They throw shit at the wall. Not all of it sticks. Like,
I'm gonna go. I don't think this is shitty.
Okay, I don't either. For what it's worth,
Like I don't think it's the worst. It's definitely nowhere near close. The worst thing I've heard them do.
it's just
in my opinion.
we're used to ICP making shit at a certain level of quality.
I will say Scatterbrain is the worst thing I've heard them do. I've heard Jay do.
Okay.
And it sucks that it's on this album.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that, no, this album is not the worst thing I've ever heard. But I really do truly think Scatterbrain 2,
Is it mainly due to the beat though?
it's due to everything.
Okay.
I don't like it. So, to me, for now, unless something happens to where I go, oh, Scatterbrain 2 is cool, I can find something in it. Until that happens, to me, this album has one of the worst songs I've ever heard on it that they've ever done.
Okay. I get that. That sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to give it another couple more listens.
Ian Undercover says they just gave us the best card at the second deck. FFs.
That's for fuck's sake.
For fuck's sake. Sorry, I don't know all the lingo of the internet. I really don't.
I mean, obviously that's subjective, Ian Undercover, but depending on the day, I would agree with you. I have gone on record as saying that Yum Yum is my favorite, but I'll flip flop depending on the day. I will say that I think Fred is the worst of the second deck. I've flip flopped on that completely.
You know what? I flip flop back and forth, and I
Mighty
love.
Death Pop's or no, you know what? Found is probably my favorite of the second deck. You want to keep it real? Still,
I'm gonna keep it real, dude. I like Found better than Yum Yum.
yeah, I definitely like Found more than Yum Yum.
Just recently, a couple weeks ago, listened to him back to back,
Found
and I was
rules.
like, dude, Found is actually pretty fucking good.
Found rules.
Yeah, Found rules. But to me, Bang Pow Boom is the best. Period. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Bang Pow Boom is the best. That has not changed. It has solidified itself as the best in the second deck.
Okay. I mean, I've tried to go back and find that much joy in it. I do have a hard time. I enjoy Bang Pow Boom a lot. I like it more than this.
I like it more than this.
But I don't.
Bang Pow Boom has everything I want from ICP.
I'm more-
How does it not have everything you want from ICP?
Death Pop scratches that itch more than
Death
Bang
Pop
Pow
is great. Death Pop is great too.
Yeah.
To me, they're both. To me, they're so similar
Yeah.
in that vein. I just think Bang Pow Boom has a little more songs and a little more clarity through the lore.
I feel it. I feel that. They did it right. And the rest just seems like they're just making up as they go along. Like Bang Pow Boom, they had a purpose, and then after that, they're just
Yeah.
kind of like,
I think, yeah, Bang Pa Boom had a purpose. They had great lore with it.
It brought it
worked.
back. It was the boom. Like
It worked. Mighty Death Pop came out and they're still hanging on, and then after that they were like, lost and found, and it worked. Okay, found is great. I do like great.
Let's say this: at least Lost and Found, they were trying to do a cool gimmick. Like
Yeah.
it had a purpose, like a lore behind it, a reasoning. Like it, sure the card looked stupid as fuck, and Lost is regarded as the worst Joker's card of all time. But Found, it gave us Found.
Yeah.
If we needed Lost to have Found, I'll fucking take it, dude. Found rules, and this song rules.
I don't
That
know.
song rules.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I like this song. It's like a good. It lifts you up from what
Yeah.
you were hearing.
Yes.
The literally the last hour of shit you were hearing, this like lifts you up from it.
Absolutely. I was not into it being the final song, but I think it is actually good.
You know what? Singer says Bang Pa Boom, Mighty Death Pop were member berry albums, and that may be true.
Maybe.
I agree with you.
But you know,
That may be true, but I think they're good at that.
Hmm.
I think they're very. That's almost at this point. That is their lane. Think about it.
Yeah.
When ICP started, in the very beginning, what did they rely on?
What?
Memories from their childhood.
Yeah.
Member berries.
Yeah. Okay.
Nostalgic shit from their childhood. ICP from the beginning has been going off of nostalgia and in the mind of a child and the perception of everything is new and great. You know,
All of their songs, when they were writing them in their early 20s, were about being in high school and
yeah, everything they've done has been that.
yeah.
So I think that is their gimmick,
Maybe there's
essentially.
something to that.
They are member berry. They're member berry musicians, and they're good at it. They're very good at it,
I remember.
and that's what I love. I don't care about ICP trying to expand beyond that and be like rapidy rappers and all kinds of, you know. This is okay though.
Give me a whole album of Jay singing like this. I love.
Yeah, he's
like
good at this.
80s ballad. Give me that. Give me this. I'll even take the random in the holes. But give me more of this shit, bro. Like you can, like he's killing this shit. This rules, man. Like sure, whatever he's saying, like I don't even give a fuck about what he's saying.
What's
at
good?
all.
What's good about
But-
the member berry ICP shit is it's timeless. Timeless. The things they say, the rhymes that they spit, they're timeless. They go on through the ages.
Yeah.
The concepts go on through the ages.
Yeah.
A kid growing up in school, getting picked on, becoming angry, fighting back. You know?
Yeah.
Fighting back against the industry, counterculture. It's all these timeless things. When he's trying to be edgelord shit in the now, in the it just doesn't work as good. That being said, I don't think the album is horrible. I really don't. Like, I know I've shit talked the entire. I've probably shit talked through this entire episode.
Well, it's like
I will say though, it's not horrible.
Just to reiterate, we recognize Jay's genius, and we know the talent, the level of talent he has in him. So when we hear something that's not reaching that, we're going to be a little critical to an extent. But it doesn't. But first of all, what we say doesn't matter at all to anyone ever. But you know, if you give a shit about what we think, you know, come on, Jay, you could have tried a little harder and made something. He could have made something classic out of this. This album could have been classic.
I think he still has the ability to do that.
I do too, and that's why it's a shame when he puts out an album that's only a 6 that should have been a 9, or you know more. You know what I'm saying?
They say we've got 17 viewers. I don't know if that means anything.
There's these-
Singer says 97 is not timeless. We just wish it was. No, 97 musically was horrible. Like if you look at the actual
the year was not.
yeah, the year was horrible. I don't think 97 or 96 or 95 is necessarily what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the overarching feeling you get from the old ICP
Yeah.
and what they understood at that age back then. I think they knew they knew what they were doing. you have to take a break from it. You can't continuously do that forever. I think you would have to take a break from it and come back to
Every
it.
now and then, you gotta just put out just a little bit of horse shit. Just a
Either
little
that
bit
or
of horse
just
shit.
either that. A lot of band or some great bands just stop making music.
Well, like, and every,
They just don't put anything out until it's time.
I think every creative person goes through this where you go through a point of time where like you want to try different shit. You want to break out of the box that you might have made for yourself for whatever reason. Maybe you're just going through some shit. What the point is, every artist goes through a period where they want to change. They make shit they want to make, or that maybe their level of giving a shit changes. And during that period of time, maybe they just want to blurt out everything.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes you just that's why so many artists you're supposed to have B-sides and shit in the back catalog and shit in the vault that you release later down the line that might be classic. That's why you do that though.
Yeah.
That's why you spend time on shit that you don't just blurt out, and you get opinions from other people. How many opinions from other people do you think he got out in this album where people were like, I don't know, Jay.
I wouldn't say many.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I would say this.
you have checks and balances.
There are traditional musics. There are traditional genres in music, right? You have jazz, you have blues, you have country, you have hip hop, and all these genres have a traditional beginning, and they found a pretty much a pitch to where they were like, okay, this is it. This is what solidifies this genre. And this from here on out will be what's considered the traditional genre of this music. Blues, jazz, bluegrass, rock, country all had this. But the people continued to go on and remake it until it became a product, until it became a regurgitated electronic product and a lot of things. Singing and shit like that became auto-tunes.
Yeah.
You know,
AI.
guitar playing.
It all comes back to AI, man.
Guitar playing and stuff like that became more riffs and more, 8-bar, 4-bar shit like that. Back in the day, it was different. Traditional music was different. I think hip hop. I think ICP themselves created a tradition. They created a traditional formula on how to make what they made. They had a formula that worked, that could go on to become a traditional genre, to where no matter what you do, you could go on beyond it. It may not work, but as long as you come back to that traditional formula, it will work.
You just have to stick into like these boundaries.
Yeah,
but that's kind of hard. As an artist, you want to. The whole point of being an artist is breaking out of those boundaries.
And a lot of people do go beyond that, but the tradition always stands and it always works.
Yeah. So that's what ICP's done. They created that. They explore outside of that boundary. They come back from time to time and drop some fucking heat in that boundary. But for now, you just got to deal with them doing what they want to make outside that boundary. And it's up to you ultimately, the listener, whether or not you want to come back. But I'll always come back. I'm always interested. It's always interesting.
This could be for the good of the community. Is that they go beyond what they made.
Yeah.
They go beyond the pattern. They go beyond the template that they made.
Yeah.
And when they come back to it, it's such a big deal.
Maybe.
That's
part of it. Like
it's such a reconnection.
Because you get that feeling like, oh, they still fucking got it.
Yeah. It's such a reconnection.
So like Yum Yum doesn't so much give me that feeling, but it does give me Yum Yum is all, to me, the whole album's experimental. I mean, they did everything weird and different, but they honed it all in. Like, it's not like Yum Yum it's not the first drafts of those songs on that album. This album seems like some first or second drafts.
Yeah. Gage says Mighty Death Pop Bang Pa Boom were made with Deck 1 DNA. And it worked. I'm sorry. It worked. It did work. With
Deck
that
1 DNA meaning Mikey Clark.
That DNA is a genetic code that is superior. It works. It works. They do those songs live. Mikey Clark. They rap. They have storytelling. It all fucking work. You cannot tell me it does not work with that DNA.
They need to bring Mikey Clark and Gong back into the picture.
Now, with that DNA, can you tell me that it does not satisfy something in the core of what you think the tradition of rapping clowns?
Yes, it does.
From Detroit.
I got that. I got that feeling again. The last time I had that feeling was when I listened to Pug Ugly.
Yeah, and Mikey Clark was all over that.
I mean, there's something to that, dude.
Okay. So,
again, we've gone over that, but whatever. Bloody Sunday, man. It could have been better, but it's fine. But if Jay had to get it out, I'll take it. Whatever, man. There's some songs I might revisit, but I probably personally I'm not gonna be like bumping this very much. Ever, probably. This will be one of those albums that, well, if we do this podcast for 10 years, we'll do an episode of 10 years and be like, you know what, that album actually was all right. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's that's very possible.
That's all this album will be, just like fucking all the others we've done it for, So whatever. All right, man, I'm done.
All right, man.
Let's shuffle the fuck up on out of here.
Hold on now. Slide it back into the deck.
All right, see you guys. Peace. See you next week at noon. Yeah.